Like and subscribe. This is supposed to be quick and easy, but this is already my third take, and I haven't even gotten a minute past each of them. Okay, atheists are intellectual and spiritual hypocrites. They do not understand the hypocrisy in their statement and the illogic of what they want to deduce from their illusion. Now, why do I say illusion? Because you have to know what it is you want to dispute before you can dispute the existence of it. In other words, you must have a thought in your mind of what God is physically to deny the existence of God. And so when you deny the existence of God, you are denying what you think God should be, or what someone tells you God should be or look like. A lot of atheists like to go to like to use the unicorn example, which is totally stupid. First of all, a unicorn is a horse with a horn coming out of its head. We scientifically know that unicorns do not exist because it would have to be a species of horse and a species of goat or an animal or a rhinoceros with a single horn coming out of its head. And we know that a horse and a rhinoceros are not of the same species and cannot interbreed and create an offspring that would be a unicorn. This is a scientific fact. So before you can say a thing exists, you must show how this thing could exist. So what do we know about God? We say that God is all-powerful, all-knowing, and everywhere. Omnipresent, everywhere. So what kind of an illustration could we make in our mind of a being that has these three qualities and is of a spiritual nature? What would be the concept that you would make in your mind of this being? And once you make the concept of a being that would have this kind of power, then you could say this being doesn't exist. So you would be creating an illusion in your mind, and then you turn around and say, well, this illusion doesn't exist. That is hypocrisy, because you're creating something in your mind, and then that can exist and be all-powerful, all-knowing, and everywhere. Then once you create it in your mind, then you find reason to say that it doesn't exist. That's hypocrisy. This is why God tells you, make no images of me. Make no images of me. God tells you this. And he tells you this for the reason I've just told you. You can't make an image of God that has all these powers. It is impossible. And when you make this image, then the first thing somebody's going to tell you why that image is not God, and they will be correct. But will they be denying the existence of God, or will they be denying the image? They will be denying the image. I think in one of these churches, I don't know what the guy's name was who painted it. Michelangelo, I guess, painted this picture of this white guy with a beard, supposedly reaching down and touching Adam's hand or something like that. Total hypocrisy. And it is blasphemous because God said, do not make any images of me. That's common sense. And the most an atheist can say is, if asked, does God exist? The most he can say is, I don't know. But if you want to find God, if you want to have God find you, then search for truth. Truth is the reality that God created. Truth is the reality that God created. So if you want to, the first thing you have to do is search for truth. When you search for truth, then you will know that God lives next door. And it will be God who knocks on that door. And the Spirit of God within you will tell you this is God. But I'm going to tell you this. There still won't be any image of God. That is impossible. That is like a computer having the ability to create human beings. It will never happen. And for men to even to say that God does not exist would be to say that I have more wisdom than God. For an atheist to say God does not exist is to say I have more wisdom than God. That is idiocy. That is stupid. That is narcissistic. That is egotistical to think that you have the ability to say whether or not God exists, whether or not the person who created you exists. That's like a computer saying human beings did not create me. All human beings know is what human beings feed into that computer. All we know is what God feeds into us. Like and subscribe, share with a friend, talk to you later. All these so-called philosophers philosophizing about God this, God that, shut up. God exists. Because one thing we know for sure is that whatever created us has the power that we have within it. And if we can think, then God can think even greater. If we can give robots a artificial intelligence, then God can give us artificial intelligence. Like I said, like and subscribe. Talk to you later. If you want to debate somebody on this, then I'm that guy. But then again, I'm not even going to waste my time. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.